But it does look like we were finally going to go there on the second
Oh,
set.
you guys got lucky.
Yeah, I had a bit of a technical issue with the last server. Axiomatic also took a little extra second to get in here. But we're going to restart things with DRS on offense.
Yeah, so a little gift there for DRS. They did not have a strong opening in the last round. A lot of lost players, bleeding players, wasting time. So I think they're gonna. Hopefully, they'll be able to take this opportunity and be a little bit more smart. They at least know the positioning. Oh, but it looks like I was gonna say they at least know that eXtelevision is probably gonna be running minis, but it looks like he is back on that level 3.
Yeah, I actually like that mini setup. Thought that worked pretty nicely for him. We're going to go back to building up a sentry gun on top of the crates like before.
Yeah, I gotta say, I prefer the mini sentry, just having it on the flanks, being able to pick off really wounded players, just being annoying, like you said. This level 3 really hasn't done anything in the entire round, or the entire match, sorry about that, and that's pretty telling of this type of map where it's just too hard to keep it up and too hard to get it to kill people. So we'll see. Positioned in a place right now where it... Oh, well.
Yeah,
Max taking down Singapore right there.
It's pretty easily spammable over the house if the demo man exactly where it is. And that's what's happening right now. Is he's just throwing stickies over there. You might see it get picked up and moved, but I don't think there's going to be time for that, to be honest.
Yeah, both engineers have been running the Rescue Ranger, which is not a bad choice. But yeah, again, we'll see if it is able to do anything effective right there. Right now, DRS losing a lot of players again, but at least they know the positioning where everything is right now, just feeling it out, and we'll probably have a push coming here soon as the cart is being pushed. Not too... Well, we got ×2 right there, so not looking too bad right now for this opening scene from DRS.
Yeah, ×2 is pretty good. ×3, optimal. But just one scout on there makes a big difference.
Tix just came in there and single-handedly took out the sentry gun while it was being wrangled. He's on fire right now, and he's still jumping and trying to finish off Scarlet. Scarlet actually does go down, taken out by Flamingo, and this first point is basically DRS's for the capping.
Yeah, DVC getting up close and personal with Zalox by coming in underneath the bridge. I can't really get out of there too well, but was instrumental in helping that capture.
So we do have Cabler out of blue spawn right now. It looks like they're going to push upward, which I think is a very good idea. They did not take full advantage of it the last round when they were in offense. So DRS looking to make a strong push here. Can't lose any of their players, so this Uber may have to be popped too early, but we'll see as Cabler coming through and drops! Oh, Zalox was just spamming pills up through the window, and Cabler stepped on one, and kablooey, there goes the Uber. Wow, that's a big blow there for DRS.
Yeah, that's going to take some time to recover from. If they can keep up a little bit of offense in this off-cycle moment, they can at least get some territory here. Maybe put some pressure on and somehow get the sentry gun down and end up with a capture, but they also might just have to sit back and charge up a whole nother Uber. Starting to creep out here a little bit.
Was casting some silver matches the other day, and at points like this is when their medics would go quick fix. We're not seeing that so much in Platinum, but it would be a fun idea, I think, especially with payload, and you can push the cart with that quick fix Uber, but not seeing that yet, so just speculation at this point. Davey C is going to push in here all by himself, going Rambo heavy, getting some damage down, but he is going to go down right there.
Yeah, eXtine doing a great job keeping this sentry gun up. Max just getting snipes all over the place. That's a huge boost to keeping this up as well. Tix has been lurking around, getting some frags, but they're not doing enough to open this up. They really need to deroute the sentry gun, the nest over here that eXtine has set up, and get some presence in through the tunnel. Here comes the Uber Demo Man. See if he can get out there. But here comes the Pyro. Should be able to separate a little bit. Sentry does go down.
And the combo just continues back through the tunnel. They survived, so they just kept going. Oh, but Pudding with a nice reflect taking down Flamingo, and then Pudding just kind of cleans up there in tunnel along with Barney and Overseer. They pop their Uber to go through tunnel and flank from behind. So a nice little cleanup action right there that's going to enable eXtelevision to actually rebuild here. So gonna have another Another couple, 45 seconds, time to add to the minute to add to the clock right there.
Yeah, that was a really big moment for Ginyu Force, and as they just keep stringing these kills along, they're just pushing the offense back further and further. Max getting huge frags, just kind of setting things back. Blue now just trying to retake the corner, retake this entry. And since Zalox and company can see that heal beam, they know that the medic is over here. They know that they're not pushing upper. They can just try to lock this down. Some players trying to work the flank, but it's very difficult to work this flank over here. To get putting up and unnamed, who is Ruin, I believe.
And here we have an identical play as last time. Blue Demo Man and Medic Uber coming in, taking out the Sentry Gun. Blue Demo Man, Mustard Overlord is going to continue on and leave his medic behind. K-Blair is retreating back through tunnels and actually will get out there alive. We'll see what kind of damage. Mustard Overlord, just kidding, he bottoms out and goes down.
That was better cohesion though with the spy backstab and stab. Now Sigafu has a mini sentry in a nice position. While Max has a good look at things and might be able to get some nice snipes. Dead Ringer Storage does get the capture here.
A time of 4 minutes and 59 seconds, so basically 5 minutes. That's not a great time for a second. Remember, Ginyu Force had 7 minutes for their total map push for the first round. And so DRS definitely going to have to pick up the pace and pick up the aggression. Might be a little bit easier to get here through second, as there is just that level 1 sentry gun and not a... I mean, you have a lot of player presence, so we'll see if DRS can get it together and make a strong push here for a second.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, though. They lost their spy behind enemy lines, so they really don't have that sense of information of where everything's set up. Mustard Overlord trying to poke down low with heals, but no Ubercharge yet. They've gotten some frags here to open things up, so with this Ubercharge, might be able to get a capture here.
Yeah, coming up from bottom, which is a new strategy for them, and yeah, they will be able to. And Mustard Overlord goes down to a snipe from Max, not even sure where he was, but he was perfect position. K-Blair, however, did stay up.
He was
so K-Blair...
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that was great positioning. No one expects the spawn snipe. And here are the Ubers exchange. We're going to have some heavy-on-heavy action. Arthur taken down. Davey C, though. Flamingo going down as well. A lot of casualties right here from DRS, but they're continuing to push forward. Mustard Overlord has got back up and tried to be aggressive right there, but goes down. K-Blair barely getting out there alive, and actually is going to be tracked down by a named IE Ruin.
Yeah, big frags coming out from all angles here. Max now getting, back up on top of the house. Gets a shot on Davey C. Very well tucked away. Got to look at the medic as well, but whiffs his first shot. Don't think he connects with that one either. Also realizes he's getting counter sniped.
Yes, this is where Axiomatic really has to go big and win this sniper battle. There's just way too much room and way too much space for Max to have his way with DRS right now, and that's such a formidable formidable opponent to go up against when you're walking in this wide field trying to get this time on this cart. It's just not going to happen for DRS, especially not in... I would say they need to get to last in under a minute or two to make this a good time.
Yeah, they really need to hustle this up. See what this Kritzkrieg can do, though, as a Mustard Overlord, throwing out some really nice damage, though.
Does take down Arthur right there, and they're going to have a ×3 on the cart. The rest of the blue team pushing forward, just going to try to prevent anything from getting up here at last. Mustard Overlord seeking down Q8 A Blinken and having a really hard time getting this poor little Ingy.
Oh, the roller
with
might... No,
8
not yet.
health.
Oh, and Abe Lincoln. The shot he shines through.
Wow, so that is a huge play right there. Blue not going to be able to push as much forward as they would like to. The combo is holding up relatively far and almost has this Uber, so we could be seeing an under 10-minute time for DRS right now, which still not great, but it's something.
Yeah, you know, as long as you can capture the last point, that's what's most important. Getting really aggressive with this Kritzkrieg once again. Ruin trying to come in from behind, but good protection. And they're just continuing to push this cart, so this is very solid. They might be able to finish this round out nicely at least. Some sort of consolation to take from it. Capture's almost stopped though. People still on it. Barney staying alive with 15 health, finally dragged down. I think that should do it. Oh god, so close to be captured. And there we go.
Pudding with the last second defense, but yeah, 8 minutes 53 seconds. What do you think about that?
You know, that's doable. I mean, the Ginyu force did capture the first set, their offensive portion of that. They did capture faster than this. 7:53, I believe, was the time. So a minute faster. But you know, considering just the rhythm and how these things go, it's not within the realm of possibility for Dead Ringer Storage to add a minute onto their defense. So I mean, Ginyu Force could capture even faster, or you know, maybe now that you know things have kind of settled down a little bit, Dead Ringer Storage getting at least some sort of kind of confidence from that, might be able to put up the defense that they need to win a set here. If they don't win this defensive portion, then that's GG's.
Yeah, and we're looking at Sigafu running that level 3, and he's got it on the crates again. I don't know, I don't know what these NGs are doing. Were they not there when they got sniped down? I think these snipers are just too good. And the rest of these players are just too strong to continue running these level 3s that really aren't accomplishing too much. But, I mean, that's easy for me to say from this position. So, yeah, we'll see what it runs this time.
It did take it a little bit to go down when Abe Lincoln had it there last round. This one looks like it's going to go down maybe a little bit faster. The Rescue Ranger being used to repair.
But he does lose it to Max, who's just sniping him down. Rescue Ranger can only do so much. Sigafu does lose his sentry as Ginyu looks like getting a pretty solid push right here. Just ×2 in the cart. So we'll see if they'll change that approach this round. They didn't have the strongest of pushes, not really utilizing all 9 players right there in terms of getting ×3 in the cart.
Yeah, now Sigafu, he did survive that exchange, but he's getting distracted by having to deal with a named, aka Ruin, behind enemy lines here. And Ruin does get the kill on Tix. This Rescue Ranger, not the best combat weapon, because I don't think Sigafu landed any of those bolts. And that definitely took away from his time to rebuild here. But still looks like, you know, since Blue is fairly far back, they haven't started using that upper area, that perhaps Sigafu can get set up there fine. He's getting stalked, though, by the Spy. Oh, Stabby taken out, actually.
And this is the location that DRS really has to hold. This is where they got caught up on their offense, so they'd like to return the favor to Ginyu. Ginyu popping that Uber, coming out here with Zalox. Not really doing too much. They did get Flamingo, but are going to fall back as that Uber was fading. Red also popped theirs and getting that positioning above the second exit. And that's actually where Zalox and team are going to come from, at least poke their heads a little bit. But it looks like they're going to stop as Red, again, having that good positioning there. They can just drop down and get that jump on them.
Rainy with a nice double stab, getting Abe Lincoln and Max, 2 key support players. And Ginu only has 4 players up, 2 just spawn, Abe Lincoln and Stabby. But Zalox and the main force here don't have a lot of teammates to work with.
The sentry gun, interesting position. I like it. Wrangled, it can effectively just shut down the tunnel exit. Both tunnel exits, so we'll see how Sigafu decides to play it. Right now it is getting spammed by Zalox. Oh! That brings Sigafu out to it, and Max snipes him, so no engineer on this hold. We'll see how long it can go. Oh, it's a big backstab from Stabby, taking out Tix and Davey C. No soldier or heavy for this defense.
Axiomatic with the blind pan, though. Couldn't see Stabby, but still landed the pan to get the frag there. I think that was a great combo with Max getting, you know, that kill on the engineer. Also with the teammates, you know, working that down. He got taken out by Axiomatic, but Stabby also really opened things up with that 2K.
Yeah, so we'll see about 6 minutes left for Ginyu to make it all the way to the end. Remember, if they do get it in less than that time, about 5 minutes and 40 seconds now, they will win the match. So, of course, DRS looking to hold up very strong here at third.
Yeah, Ginyu was a little slow to get the ×3 on there. They could have captured this point a little bit earlier, as it was fairly apparent that DRS was not contesting. But now they have those forward spawns, and wanting to keep it up. I mean, the faster you push it through these sections, the more time you have for later. So just always got to push it as hard as you can.
A lot of good demo spam coming out there from Mustard Overlord, but a charge coming out from Zalax and Scarlet. However, they both go down. Davey C taking out Zalax, and then Ninja finishing off a Ruin. So that little aggression is going to be stopped in its tracks. As the Overseer holds only about 20%, whereas K-Blair has been holding on to an Uber for a while now. Or are they still on Uber, or are they on crits? Nope, they're on Uber.
And, you know, defensively on payload, it can be hard sometimes to make that decision because you're like, well, I want to use it when it's really necessary. I want to use it when it's really necessary. I want to use it when it's necessary. But if you have players that are going down, then you're just losing territory. And K-Blair kind of missed an opportunity to use it when Mustard Overlord died and wasn't within heal range. Max getting a lot of frags here is really opening things up. 4 minutes to work with, and Blue just swarming into this lower level of the tracks and getting a lot of pressure out here. You're going to have a lot of time to work on this last point.
Uber's finally popped, and their DRS is going to push out here. Oh, some nice combination from Pyro and Demo Man. Takes out 2 threats right there for Ginyu. We'll see if Barney, or if here comes the Uber in retaliation, is popped on Ruin. Normally the scout is not the best choice, but when it is one of the best scouts in North America, it's a different story.
Overseer with a needle kill there on Tix as well, so that's nice. They really do need to get this capture though, because it does change some things with spawns. The sooner the better. But this is still working out in favor of Ginyu Force.
Yeah, we'll see. About 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Like you said, getting that last cap is going to be so important. Oh, K-Blair going down to stabby, so no med for red.
Yeah, it was actually sandwiched there. Ruin was in his face and stabby behind him. Not a good combination of players to be coming at you at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty much worst nightmare. Not something you want to wake up to.
Extremely dangerous scout and extremely dangerous spy.
So we do have just one last point for Ginyu to capture in less than 3 minutes, and this match will be theirs. I have seen a hold on last here go upwards of 5 minutes, but it's going to be very, very difficult when Sigafu is just on this mini sentry. Doesn't have enough time for that level 3, so I think it's probably the right call right now. In comes Blue Uber. Zalax is looking for that level 3, but instead just goes for anybody he can find.
Gets
and
the heavy, the medic,
push.
the mini sentry. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Zalax leads that final Uber charge with his teammates pushing the cart, and that is going to take Ginyu Force to 4-1, pushing Dead Ringer Storage down to 3-2, and sending Swiftwater over to the Ginyu Force. Very nicely played. Kip, some final thoughts from you?
I mean, a lot of people thought that Ginyu would roll. DRS didn't have a whole lot of scrimming or practice time on this map, but I thought they did great. Little miscues here and there, but I thought they were definitely a good challenge and opponent, and definitely shown themselves to be in the top 4 of Platinum this season. So I think still good job, well done by DRS, but Ginyu's going to be there in the postseason, definitely know that.
And that's definitely how, you know, Highlander goes, high level of Highlander, where you can have a lot of polished players, but you really have to have polished plays and polished teamwork. And DRS kind of fell flat in a couple occasions here today. Just not the full cohesion that you needed. A couple things unluckily not going their way, and facing some difficulties. But gosh darn it, they tried, and I'm surely we'll see them again coming up in this season. A few more weeks of the regular season left. Goldie Wash going to be the match for next week, and we will see you there. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/eXtv Esports for the live coverage, and we'll have the VODs on our YouTube channel. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Kip and the rest of the eXtv crew, I would like to wish you a good night. I'm eXtine, and I will see you next time. Peace out!